Okay, let's look at a couple more. We are going to solve some more linear equations. So first of all, like I said before, we're going to do letters to the left. We're going to do letters left and then numbers right. So I want to take this 8x and move it to the other side. If it's positive here, to move it across the equals, I need to subtract it. I need to do minus 8x. So now what happens? These 8x's cancel out. 5 minus 8x is a negative 3x. So I'm going to bring down my negative 12, bring down my equals, and bring down my positive 24. I have 3x minus 12 equals 24. Now it looks just like the last problem that we did. The x is on the left. Let's move the numbers to the right. If they subtracted 12, we want to add 12 to both sides to get that to cancel out. Now we have negative 3x is equal to 24 plus 12 is 36. And our last step to get the x by itself, if they multiply by negative 3, we do the inverse, which is divide by negative 3. And x will be equal to 36 divided by negative 3 is negative 12. Now if we check this, we plug it back in, it should work. So let's try that over here. If I have, actually, let me do it down here out of the way. If I have 5 times negative 12, I am plugging in my negative 12 right here, okay, for that x, minus 12, that should equal 8 times negative 12, because I had to plug it in for this x as well, plus 24. Remember, you do your multiplication first. So let me get a different color and we will clear that. 5 times negative 12 is negative 60. So I have negative 60 minus 12 on this side. On the other side, 8 times negative 12 is negative 96. And then I bring down my plus 24. Okay, now if I clear both sides, I should get the same thing on both sides. Negative 6 minus 12 is negative 72. Excuse me, I said negative 6. I meant negative 60. Minus 12 is negative 72. Negative 96 plus 24 is negative 72. Okay, so what I end up with is the same thing on each side, and that tells me that my solution worked. Let's try another one. This one's a little bit longer. On this one, we have 2 times x minus 3 minus 17 equals 13 minus 3 times x plus 2. First step we're going to do is clear those parentheses. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. And then I'm going to bring down that negative 17. I don't multiply that by 2 because it's not in parentheses. Bring down your equals, bring down your 13. Now negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times positive 2 is negative 6. So what we did there is we got rid of the parentheses. So now let's go another step further. Before I move on, I'm going to combine terms so this isn't as messy. So negative 6 and negative 17 can be added together. So I bring down my 2x. And then a negative 6 and a negative 17 gives me a negative 23. Equals, on the other side, I can do the same thing. I've got a 13 and a negative 6. I can put those together to make positive 7. So I'm going to bring down the negative 3x, and then I'm going to have negative 3x plus 7. Okay, so now I'm ready to do my letters left and numbers right. I want to bring this over here, so I'm going to make it a positive 3x so that it cancels out there. Now what I have is 2x plus 3x is 5x minus 23 equals, these cancel, and then I have a positive 7 left. My next step is going to be to move numbers to the right. So if this is a negative 23, to move it across the equals, I do the inverse, so I add 23. This will cancel, and then I'm left with 5x equals 7 plus 23 is 30. And my last step to get the x by itself I am going to need to divide by 5. They multiply by 5, so we divide by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1, so I end up with 1x equals 30 divided by 5 is 6. Now, if you take this 6 and you plug it back in everywhere you have an x, you will find that it does work.